Okay, before I get into the video, I'd just like to thank all of the mod authors of all the mods you see here, just for taking the time out of their day, time and effort out of their multiple days to create these mods, as well as the people who port them for consoles. Without you guys, Fallout 4 would be a pretty boring game, so all credit goes to them. Okay guys, first things first, you need to download HUD Framework and Def Widgets Core. These two go where the frameworks go in your load order. So if you're following something like the the Fallout 4 load order survival guide that you can find on the internet, you can find it on Reddit in some of the Fallout 4 mods subreddits, then it definitely goes in the frameworks. Usually, I would say after like AWKCR or a master file like the unofficial Fallout 4 patch. As well as, Def Widgets Core. Now, you only really need this if you're planning on using, for example, Survival Stats widget. Although I just download it anyway, just in case I might decide to use that. I only use one widget, and that is Holotime. Okay, next up we're going to start with Valdacil's item sorting. Now, your UI mods are going to start after your texture, weather, lighting, and water mods. Anything to do with those, as you can see here. Starting with Valdacil's item sorting. Now, the search engine on Xbox, I'm not sure about PS4, but the search engine is a little bit funny, but this is where I can help you out. So you're just basically going to enter Valdacil's, especially with that little apostrophe thing between the L and the S in the search engine here. Okay, now we can download a few mods here. There's options, no DLC, and all DLC options with modified weight. So just choose the one that you want there. And then we're going to download the Valdacil's item sorting and unofficial Fallout 4 patch, as well as these three little things here. Okay, so you can download them here now if you want, instead of having to try and find them later. Okay, so next up we're going to download Immersive HUD. I just put in capital I, capital H, capital U, capital D, and then as well as the iHUD HUD Framework Compatibility Patch and Def UI Core. Then we're going to enter just Def UI Core in the search engine, because we need to download the Def UI Core Def UI HUD Framework Patch, which will go under Def UI Core. Next up is Holotime, and that'll just go after the HUD Def UI HUD Framework Patch. I mean, you don't really need Holotime if you don't feel it necessary. Holotime won't show up in Def Widgets Core as the option within your Pipboy. It'll have its own independent options to manipulate it. Survival Stats widgets will, though. Okay, next up is Def UI Inventory Config. The quickest way to get this is just to put author's pick into the search engine. That mod there is the best option. The other ones are a bit funny. Next is a HUD preset of your choice. I choose Borderlands style, just because it's more subtle, minimal, works well with iHUD. And the last one you need to download, if you've already downloaded tags, tabs, and rollups from searching Valdacil's item sorting, is Def UI plugin scrap. Make sure you put a underscore between def and UI, otherwise it'll be quite hard to find. Okay, so basically this is how it should look like. So you have Valdacil's, the patch for that, iHUD, the iHUD and HUD Framework Compatibility Patch, Def UI Core, Def UI Core and HUD Framework Patch, Holotime, your inventory config, a HUD preset of your choice, tags, icons, definitions, tabs, inventory tabs, your rollups, and then your scrap components.